Peace, good people. Bald Head Haverford here, and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I hope that you do choose to subscribe and stay. And if you are returning, hello, welcome back, okay? Coming on to give you guys a reading for Taurus, okay? So I don't know if this is going to be a reading through the zodiacs. If I decide to do that, then, then I'll just proceed with every sign after Taurus. But I'm definitely feeling reading for Taurus tonight. So if you are a Taurus sun, Taurus moon, Taurus rising, Taurus Venus, pull up, you may benefit and resonate with this message, okay? So Taurus, hello y'all. How has everybody been since the season? Ooh, drop some wax on me. How has everybody been since the season? I'm gonna tell you something. I feel like most Tauruses landed very smoothly. We had a awesome season, okay? I hope that everyone did really enjoy their season, okay? But I just feel like collectively we had a very nice season, and we came down off of our high and we landed really smoothly. And we just kind of allowed Gemini to, take the place. But we just landed gracefully, okay? And I'm saying we, for those of you who don't know, I'm a Taurus too, but I'm around a lot of Tauruses. Now, it's funny because I've never really been around a lot of Tauruses, but this year brought about a lot of Tauruses. So, let me turn that around. A lot of Tauruses. So, I'm like, okay. So, I've been able to kind of gauge what the collective mind of Tauruses has been thinking about. So I feel like I'm speaking to the masses when I say that we just landed beautifully and gracefully and gratefully. Okay. So as I meditated on the cards before I came on, I feel like that Tauruses may be around people on jobs, in the home, out in the world, wherever you are out in the world, church, festivities, you just may be around people who are irritated by your calm demeanor. So they may say little things, do little things, energetically shoot out little negative vibes just to see if they can move you. So let's lay some cards, because as I was meditating on that, I'm like, wow. It takes a lot to get a bull moving. People think because they see the bull, getting revved up when the matador is, waving the flag. Of course, I'm sure that's the animal's way of, showing agitation. But a real Taurus, honey, look, go on with all of that. That's really how it would be. Bitch, bye. Like, for real, okay? Now, if we done said bitch bye 2 times, then you're going to sense a little something. We're going to get a little, you're going to feel that agitation. But for the most part, baby, we're trying to stay Venusian. We're trying to stay beautiful. We're trying to stay in our lane, because bulls don't never get out of their lane. We be staying in our lane, right? And then someone will come over and bump us on purpose, or someone will say something negative and just uncouth on purpose. I feel like Taurus people get picked with a lot because people love to agitate the bull. And then when we bull them, we wrong. But anyway, I ain't gonna go there. But I do feel like I'm speaking to a collective of Tauruses that may be out in the world, on the jobs, at school, at church, at the festivity, at the foundation, even at home. And you're dealing with people who they get aroused by seeing you upset. So let's talk about that. But before I get started, let's go ahead and welcome in the sweet, sweet spirit of love, the sweet spirit of light, the sweet spirit of life, wellness, wholeness, balance, happiness, okay? All of that good stuff for the sweet collective of Taurus, okay? Thank you for using me as a trusted and true vessel, sweet spirit, to bring about a message for the collective of Taurus. Give us information that will be helpful, conducive, resourceful. Okay. Show me clearly the message. Show me clearly the message. Show me clearly the message. Okay. So, I'm going to do a little fast shuffle, See if I have any jumpers. If there's no jumpers, then I'll lay the first 3 cards, and then I'll build from there. Okay. Had a little stack come out. I'm going to take each of these, and I will lay them as they come. I do not read reversals unless I am guided to. So the 4 of Pentacles, the Page of Wands, the Queen of Wands, and the 6 of Swords. I feel like this is telling a story all on its own. So before I pull any more cards, Spirit is saying this is a story by itself. So the 4 of Pentacles, the Page of Wands, the Queen of Wands, and the 6 of Swords. Listen, yeah, I have a whole separate message to pull, but this, because these came out together, this is one collective message. Somebody just leveled up. Somebody was tested. You passed the test, and you leveled up from there. So if you were thinking, oh, I did too much, oh, I said too much, oh, I didn't do enough, oh, I should have overdid it, or if you just got tested in some way, pat yourself on the back, because I feel like whatever the test was, old you would have handled it differently. Old you would have been the immature bull that allowed the silly, ignorant matador bring you out of your peace. But you just experienced something, and you didn't respond. You didn't feel like you had to defend yourself or protect yourself. Matter of fact, your ruffles were not ruffled at all. I think you stayed very okay with it, like whatever the person did, because I believe this was, it was a situation that, of course, that involved a person, but you stayed very, the word youthful is what's coming to mind. It's like you didn't, not youthful like old youthful like, girl, bye, I'm not even finna feed that, or boy, bye, I'm not even finna feed off into that. It's like you were not agitated or irritated or frustrated or even influenced energetically to respond how they thought you were going to respond. Okay, so that lets me know right there that you went from, you stayed in this, but this is who you are. It's like, your power, so can't nobody come in and say anything to you that removes you from there. But I believe somebody said something that made you, for a quick moment, you like, nah. It's like you made a sound decision to stay in yourself. You made a sound decision. The 4 of Pentacles is about trusting that you are making the best decision for you. Sometimes it represents kind of like being possessive, and then a lot of times it represents blocking things that would make you act out of character. You didn't let this situation or that person bring you out of character. You blocked their emotions. Right? Okay, 4 of Pentacles. You knew that your north, your south, and your east, and your west were covered and protected. So you was like, I'm not getting ready to respond to that. This person ain't even got no power. You the one retarded. You over there trying to irritate me. I'm not mad at you. You might be mad at me, but I'm not going to allow you to transfer that energy to me, because my north, south, east, and west, every corner of the earth got my back. So act up on you for what? You're going to have to deal with my spirit guys if you keep fucking with me. I'm not going to have to do nothing. That was the dialogue that took place. But I think that test, even though it projected itself through the people, it was a universal test, and you passed it. It's like there is a peace that comes along with the 6 of Swords, because you're just like, I don't have to respond to you. I don't have to do whatever it is that you're trying to energetically force me to do. I don't have to do that. You do that by yourself. You do that. I'm going to go this way. Okay, you be over there mad by yourself in the corner. You go over there and pick and be messy by yourself over there. I'm a exit stage left because I don't even want to be on this stage with you. We are not the same. That's the energy that you moved with, Taurus. So look, congratulations. Whatever this situation was in your life that showed you that you have really leveled up and that you really do have control over your mind, body, and soul, and you don't allow people to move you the way you used to, and you stayed very divine and very youthful in how you handled that person or that situation. Kudos to you. Listen, masterful Taurus, I'm so proud of you. Okay, I'm proud of you. Pat yourself on the back because you did a big thing. You did your big one. Because see, we everybody knows their weaknesses. Everybody knows themselves. So I'm sure whoever's resonating with this, whatever your situation was, another version of you, another in another time. I just call it old you, or a unmastered version of you would have handled that so much differently. But you chose to take a very Venusian route with it. You chose to take a very mature, seasoned route. I'm proud of you, Taurus. Whoever you are out there. So the Four of Pentacles showed itself again. So see, listen, so now that's 4-4. And even though 2 different readings are going on, that was one reading for the collective, and now I'm pulling on the actual reading. But the Four of Pentacles wanted to show itself again. So I know that I'm speaking to Tauruses that are very solid in who they are, what they are. And I also believe you're very possessive with yourself. You've gained some knowledge about you. You have tapped some... You've tapped some of your divine essence. Because see, it comes in, it's like it comes in folds. You don't get it all at once. You get a little bit, then you got to go through some stuff. Depending on how you go through there, you get a little bit more, and then you know, it's a process. It's an everlasting, ongoing, unfolding process. But you be knowing when you've reached certain pivotal points on your journey, on your unfolding. Okay, so with that being said, I feel like you just kind of know who you are now, right? So maybe old you didn't quite know how to temper that bull, but baby, you got your bull under control, and nobody can wave that red flag and irritate you and agitate you. Them clowns, them buffoons that try to irritate us, they gonna die trying, because it ain't gonna work. I'm talking to the matured, seasoned bull right now. I feel like that I'm talking to a bull or a collective of Tauruses. Whatever level you're on right now, you feel very safe. You feel very secure. You trust yourself. Like I said, you've leveled up. You're on another level. You're in another version of yourself. So what used to rob you of your peace don't rob you of your peace no more. And you just simply go away. You just simply move away. You don't wait for the person to move. You will remove yourself from anything that disturbs your peace, Taurus. Okay? So the second card out was the Page of Cups. That's where you at with it, though. You're definitely in your I love me phase. You are. Because you understand that you get to choose how you feel. Don't nobody dictate how you get to operate in your day. They don't get to do none of that. And see, when people come in with that mess, when people come in trying to irritate you, when people come in trying to agitate and frustrate and get you all chaotic and raged up, that means they're trying to take your power. They're trying to puppeteer your feelings, but they don't get to do that. because you understand that now I get to choose how I want to operate this day. I get to choose how I want to operate with you. I get to choose if I want to allow what you say or what you did to aggravate or upset me. And I think I'm talking to a collective of bulls that understand that you really can cut that light off on them. You can literally, bloop. Listen, the movie Click. Y'all remember Click with Adam Sandler? You really can take your remote control and put them on mute. Take your remote control and power them off. Get their remote control and change the channel. Get their remote control and fast forward past them. Listen, I might name this Click, because I think I'm talking to a collective of Tauruses that know that you really got the power to maneuver all of this. And I'm pointing over there because that would be the opposition energy, right? The oppositional energy. So that's why you see me always over there with it, over there. But I'm definitely talking to someone who's very aware that you create the world you want. And you even get to puppeteer the people that you want in the world that you're creating for yourself. You didn't know this. There was a time when you didn't know this. So you had all types of experiences and challenges and encounters because you didn't even understand that you had the power to everything. Everything. Right? Everything. So I'm talking to y'all who know this now. And baby, you are using that power wholeheartedly and diligently. And let me tell you something. Excuse me. I also feel like I'm talking to a collective of Tauruses who know their magic. You know the strength of your willpower. So you use it more for good than you do for bad. You're not even misusing the power. Mm-hmm. The old version of you may have. Old version of you probably didn't even realize you had power. You were just wielding that shit unknowingly. It was unbeknownst to you that you were powerful. I think you probably knew that you could make stuff happen when you got angry, but you didn't know that you had power when you wasn't angry too. So I'm talking to a very leveled up Taurus, okay? But you're very protective. I can tell that. I can tell you're very protective of yourself. There's things that you are doing, things that you have done, and things that you're going to continue to do to keep that layer of protection, because your strength and your protection, I feel like they go hand in hand, okay? Show me more and show me clearly. Well, I guess I do got jumpers. 7 of Wands. Absolutely. Didn't I just say that? 7 of Wands is about defending yourself, okay? Protecting yourself against energies, oppositional adversaries. So 7 of Wands just coming out to confirm what I just said. You are very protective over you. You are, listen, you're not defensive, but you absolutely defend yourself, mind, body, and spirit. You defend yourself very well, and it's quick action. You draw boundaries. And as soon as somebody tries to step over it, it's not that you have to go into rah-rah chaos. Once you draw that line and somebody crosses it, like I said earlier, you just go on and leave, exit stage left. You don't wait for them to leave. You don't tell them, you better stop and get away from me. No, you'll say, because you know that you have the power to change the atmosphere. You know that you have the power to change the environment. You don't have to stay somewhere where you're not getting the energy or the treatment or the vibration that you won't deserve and desire. So you don't stay places too long. You don't stay in situations that are not conducive to who you are. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. I know I'm talking to a very high vibrating Taurus. Okay, because low vibrating Tauruses stay there and book, stay there and head butt, right? The high vibrating Taurus saves that energy. Honey, I'm bye. I'm finna go get me some fine food somewhere. I'm not even finna give any of this energy to you. You don't even deserve me. You don't even qualify or deserve me cussing you out. I'm not even gonna waste my profanity on you. Ugh. It's given I keep a wet wipe in case a bum try to touch me. Ew. Nicki Minaj. Okay, that's what it's given. Like, ew, whatever. We used to didn't be like that though, Taurus. Right? I know what some Tauruses out there, baby. We'll get right on in that mud with you, ratchet, chaotic, and kill you. Not for real. Okay, YouTube, that was like a the proverbial kill, like to knock you out of that negative energy type kill, not shoot 'em up, bang bang kill. Okay. But yeah, that Seven of Wands just came out and confirmed what I was already feeling, that we are collectively doing, very protective and very mastered in how we protect ourselves. Okay. We know our value now. I'm talking to a Taurus who, I think you've always known your value. But as I mentioned earlier, as you continue to go on your journey, as you continue to walk, there's different levels of the journey. Different the journey is going to take you on different paths, and on each of those different paths, you're going to come across different elevating points. Okay? I just really feel like the collective of Tauruses are on different paths, but we're all on elevating points of those paths. Okay? And with that comes this understanding of a divine value, of a it's like you see beyond your physical value. You're able to see layers of your spiritual value, layers of your mental value, layers of your, because I see it's layers to that too, right? Everything is layers, y'all. Nothing is just one and then it's something that, everything has layers. This life is layered. Okay, so yeah, we are elevating into different layers, and each of these layers we elevate, we evolve. But down here on this, down here on earth, in our physical vessel, we experience those elevations through experiences with assholes. So we know our elevation based on how we deal with the assholes. Okay, the ops. Show me, Lord, show me clearly. Thank you for any jumpers. King of Wands, absolutely in your power. Listen, the King of Wands is very similar to the Emperor. Someone, listen, the word masterful is very indicative of King of Wands and Emperor, okay? Very self-mastered, very powerful, very, and listen, you're so masterful and you're so in your power that you may even come off authoritative, and that makes people angry. So, and it's not that you're controlling them or bossing them or even trying to be authoritative over them. Your level of understanding thyself just bleeds out. And let me tell you something about understanding you. When you understand you, you can really, you see through people. You're able to break people down, not literally and not even verbally, but you what's the word? It's a word. You are able to, and I don't want to use the term size people up, but for the lack of a better word, you are able to size people up. That's why whatever the situation was earlier with that first little read, Taurus, that's why you were able to look at that situation and say, not responding to that, or not going to give that no energy. Because again, a seasoned Taurus, a mature Taurus, a Taurus that's moving in their divine essence, a Taurus that knows their value, is really able to see, oh, you got, and this is not to be picking with the person, but you'll be like, you having a bad day, you got issues, oh, you're mental, or oh, you one of them kind, you bring your problems from home to work and then take it out on your coworkers, or oh, you had a bad day at work and you think you're gonna come home and mistreat me. I'm gonna get my keys and go. Like, you just know not to react because you understand and you see right on through why these people are coming off as oppositional energy. Okay. Now, some those little examples are just surface level. See, I'm able to look at a person and be like, oh, you were muted as a child, so you think you finna be hollering at me. Oh, you were severely mistreated during your teenage years, so you finna be jealous of me because I'm confident in who I am, because you're still dragging that weight and that baggage from things that happened to you in your youth. Okay, now I ain't dealing with that. See, listen, it's just a certain level of intuition that comes with a seasoned, authentic, powerful, magical, confident Taurus. Okay? But yeah, this King of Wands lets me know that, listen, you are on fire. And not because you got so much going on. Your life could be very copacetic. Everything could just be really the same as it's been, which is good. I mean, nothing has changed. Everything is kosher, right? Everything is cool, calm, and very relaxed, okay? But there is a level of success that you just move in. It's like everything I touch becomes valuable, because that's who I am. If I touch you, you become valuable. You become more valuable. If I talk to you, if I listen to you, if I chit chat with you, if I remove myself from you, you decrease in value. See, and that's that level of confidence, and that's that level of authority that might be agitating your family members, your co-workers, your friends, your lovers, your sisterhood, your brotherhood, your church people. It's that. See, this is what's pissing them off. This is what's making them try to irritate, agitate, and frustrate the bull. But we ain't going. Don't let them. Don't let them do it. You ain't gonna let them no way. I don't even have to tell you don't let them. You're not gonna let them do it anyway, because you understand your value. Listen, again, this is not about a physical value. This is a value. This is a spiritual value. This is an understanding of your own power, your own strength, your own magnetism. That's what you understand. So when you understand that, and listen, this is not about, I'm not saying that you're better than people, but when you have an understanding that goes beyond most people's minds, it puts you in position of authority, spiritual authority, energetic authority. You can flip and change and control the environment and the atmospheres that people are in, because you have this understanding of your own divine essence. When you tap that type of mastery, people who have not tapped that become easily intimidated. And most people that become intimidated project that intimidation through jealousy, through hatefulness, through being messy and gossipy about you, or just saying old slick shit to see if they can get you out of character, to see if they can make you, try to bring you down to size, trying to bring you down to where they at. And when it doesn't happen, because you standing strong, look how strong he is. Because you standing strong in your mastery, in your who you are-ness, the stronger you stand, the more that you have to defend this energy. Okay? Because people really hate it. People can't stand when they can't shake you or move you. Okay? And one thing about an earth sign, especially Tauruses, we are immovable. Movable. Move a bull. Try it. But you being hateful and nasty toward us, once we make it to a very elevated version of ourselves, oh honey, you the one gonna feel like the peon, because nothing that you do, nothing that you say is going to change our stance. And if by chance you finally do something that upsets us, you finna get fucked up. Because now you done went all the way to the left just to get us out of character. So now out of character it is, but it's going to be so mind-boggling what we're going to do to you. So mind-boggling. Then you're going to play victim. Because see, that's what people normally do. When they finally get what they ask for, then they play victim. But there will be no one there to help you. And we know that. So leave a bull alone. Let your jealousy fuel you to become greater. Let your jealousy and your hatefulness and your messiness toward a Taurus fuel you to become the greatest version of yourself. Don't use that toward us. You got a few chances to do it, though, Now, listen, I ain't talking about the Tauruses that got a whole bunch of Aries or a whole bunch of Leo or a whole bunch of Scorpio. I ain't talking about those Tauruses that got a crap load or a plethora load of energies that are impulsive and get you right back. See, I tell people all the time, people better be very careful who they fuck with. Because you don't know. You really can't group all Tauruses in the same thing. We're not all the same. Okay, but there is a similarity that runs through all of us depending on where we are spiritually. That's why I'm speaking to the very matured, seasoned versions of Tauruses. Because a young Taurus who is unaware of his or her power, there's no mastery, gonna fuck you up. I was one of them. I was that when I was younger. Okay, so if you're here by chance because you're with a Taurus or you're just trying to learn about Taurus people, just because they're Taurus don't mean that they won't do some of the things that I'm saying we don't do now, right? You better pull people's charts and see what you're dealing with, because if they are a Sun Taurus but they got some other placements that make them very sporadic, very impulsive, very vindictive, then you're going to fuck around and find out. Okay, show me more and show me clearly. I'll take these. Empress, thank you, Taurus, has shown up. Empress represents Libra and Taurus, okay? And the next card is the Nine of Swords. So, Taurus, this feels like this is like a warning or a message for you to stay in the moment. Stay very in the moment. Live in your nowness. There is something sweet, yummy, delicioso going on right now. And it requires your whole, full self to body it. Now, with this coming out as a warning, it makes me feel like that there may be something coming on down the pipeline that's going to try to make you lose focus of the nowness. It's going to try to give you some anxiety about the future or some type of depression about the past. If you're here, practice staying in the now. Come what may, stay present. Okay? It's only a test anyway. So hopefully you hear this, and when it comes, you can say, oh, but the Baldhead Hierophant told me that this was coming. And the solution, stay in the now. Stay centered in clarity. The only clarity we have is the clarity of the present. Okay? So whatever's coming, that tries to trigger you about something in the past or whatever is coming, that tries to trigger you about the future. Say no. Just say no to both of those and stay in the present. Okay? As soon as you choose to stay present, it's going to fall off. Because keep in mind, it's only a test. But if you give in to it, then you prolong it. So as soon as it comes up, present. Okay? All right, I'm going to pull a few more cards. We are 35 minutes in. Sweet Spirit, show me more, show me clearly. Thank you. Show me more, show me clearly. The Four of Wands. Beautiful. To me, that's a card of bliss. The Four of Wands, on most decks, it shows, four wands in the ground. It normally shows two people joining, coming together. There's a very blissful union taking place. Listen, I feel like many Tauruses have worked hard to bring something together and make it solid. Whether it's your home, your mind, your body, your work, just like your little work area. You've put in a lot of work to have a cohesive, unified atmosphere. And it's working. It's blissful. I'm wondering is what is coming down the pipeline trying to come in and upset the apple cart, or the test that's coming may be coming in to test these grounds of greatness that you've built for yourself. Nevertheless, it's trying to bring in anxiety about the future, or it's trying to bring up something from the past to cause depression. Say no to both of those and stay grounded in your Four of Wands. You know what you built, and you know the power that you built it with. That's why it's very, very, very important for you to understand your own divine essence, your own magic, your own protection, your own self-love, your own energy and energy. Okay? If you are topsy-turvy about who you are and what you are, even just a little bit, you will get knocked off your pivot. Just listen. For me, in my opinion, the quickest way and the best way to not necessarily avoid things when they come in, but one of the ways that I choose to grasp a shift and not let it shift me is to stay grateful. I just start looking at everything that I got. I just start looking at where I'm at versus where I was. I just start emitting these energies of gratefulness and gratitude. See, something, oppositional energy, adversary energy can't come up against that. Do you know how potent and how high gratitude is? Can't nothing come up against that. You over here in prayer mode or in meditation, and you're just giving thanks and praises and thankfulness and jovial energy, and then here comes a adversary energy or some bad news or something that's trying to throw you. It really can't even get in. It's like, okay, it's looking for a crack. It's like, oh, she happy. Oh, well, I can't get in there. Okay, ooh, she's she's singing hymns of gratefulness to the heavens. Or oh, she's loving. She's thinking about the time when she was in love, and because when you think about times when you were in love, your heart space glows. All I'm saying is, when you stay in an energy of gratefulness, when them things do come down the pipeline, a lot of times they can't even get in. They looking for a way to get in. They looking for you to doubt just one time. They looking for you to drop that energy, drop that aura, drop that vibration low just one time. They only need it. It only needs a little bit. So stay high. Stay blissful. Stay grateful. That's how you offset the fuckery. Okay? I'm going to pull one more card. Show me more and show me clearly, sweet spirit. Show me more and show me clearly. I'll show you. Queen of Cups. Didn't I just talk about that hard space? Because that's what that Queen of Cups is all about, baby. Did I not just talk about that hard space? When you are in your hard space and above, which is the colors that you see here, actually you see that you see your solar plexus, you see your green heart chakra, and you see your blue, your throat chakra. So that's the here, the here, and the here. That's a combination. The Queen of Cups, this card, this tarot card, is a combination of all of this here. It's the highest of the lower three chakras, your heart space chakra and your throat chakra. A combination of that makes you the Queen of Cups. You move in a very, very loving, nurturing to yourself, first and foremost, to your immediate family, second, and then you overflow the rest of that out into the world. If you choose to. But it normally just automatically happens. When you're happy, when you're jovial, when you have a very joyful mindset, a very grateful mindset, and you're able to offset some of that other shit that's trying to get you all off balance, you normally move with a full cup. And you just automatically spill over into other people. I know I'm talking to Tauruses who are around people. Now, I ain't talking about the adversaries and the ops. I know you're around other people to be like, ooh, I just like being around you. Ooh, I just love talking to you. Or, ooh, it's just something about you. I know you hear that. I hear it all the time. So I know y'all hear it too. Okay? But that's because you've mastered staying here. Okay? You've mastered staying here. That's not to say that you haven't moved on up into your third eye and then your crown chakra, of course. If you've mastered the heart chakra, then I'm sure you've been up to your crown chakra before. But it's really a up, down, up, down, up, down. Okay? It's a constant spiraling. I'm doing up, down, but it's actually a spiraling of energy. Okay? I tell people all the time, you want to stay in your heart chakra and higher. Okay? Now, every once in a while, yes, we're going to move in our solar plexus chakra. That's where creativity lives. That's where our light lives. Okay? Your sacral, that's that orange chakra. That's where your sexual energy lives. Okay? And not necessarily meaning sex, but your sexuality and how you express it. Just because you are moving in a very sexual energy doesn't equate to sex. Some people get that sexual energy and they paint. Some people can feel that sexual energy and they dance. Some people get that sexual energy and they write. So it just really depends on how you use that sacral chakra energy. And then, of course, that root chakra. In my experience, most people have a very unhealthy root chakra. So living down there, going down there, to me, most people go there to work, to do some work, to do some healing, to do some transferring, transforming, transcending, transmuting. If you're always down there, if you go straight there, if that's where you live in your root chakra, you might be one of them ops. They like to pick with a Taurus because she ain't there, he ain't there. You one of the adversary energies that pick with people who are in their mastered selves because you're not there. You're not in an elevated version of yourself. But anyway, I want to get off into all of that. But yes, Taurus, great bull gang, moving in that Queen of Cups energy. What's on the bottom of the deck? I know that if you're here, you trust who you are now. You trust your knowing. You trust your heart space. Therefore, you move in authority. Okay. The bottom of the deck is the Tower. This doesn't indicate something about to happen. This lets me know that you surrender to this energy. You're no longer fighting this. I feel like that before you became mastered, you fought against moving in that hard space energy, moving in that spiraling. You probably were one of the ones that would shoot back down to your root chakra because you had so much trauma, so much drama, so many unhealed things, questions on why this happened. Where did they go? Why did they leave me? Why did they abandon? Why did they neglect? I mean, there's so many things that live in that root chakra. And when you're not mastered, when you're not actively working on that every day, you tend to shoot back down to that. But I believe that this Tower card is letting me know that you surrender to this energy. You surrender to this. Some of y'all literally, I feel like I'm envisioning many of you that just literally threw your hands up and was like, you know how we say the old saying, especially in the South, Jesus take the wheel. Okay. Well, that type of energy, whether you believe in Jesus or not, you just kind of had a moment where you were like, I trust my higher self to land me smoothly on my feet. I feel like, and you know what, because earlier I said that I feel like all Tauruses, we just kind of had a smooth landing through our season. Well, now I see why. Many of you surrendered. Many of you said, I don't want to go back and forth and back with God, with the universe, with infinite intelligence, with source. I just want to give in and I want to see what God got for me. I'm going to let God move me forward. For some of us, we know that our higher selves is God. So some of us literally said, I'm going to allow my highest self to lead. Okay? That's what this is all about. Kudos to every Taurus that is resonating with this, because that is a confirmation for you that you have mastered some of your lower lessons, your lower experiences. You got a new timeline. You on a new level. Okay? All right, well, if you resonated with this message in its entirety, thank you so much. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe if you haven't. Taurus, look, it's just forward from here. Very soon, I believe 2025, Uranus is going to come out. If it's not 2025, then it's very early 26. But do your own research. I want to say it's mid 2025 that Uranus will be leaving our sign, because Uranus has been literally in our ass, pun intended. Uranus has been in Taurus since 2018, and baby, it's most definitely been this. It's most definitely been the Tower. You know, the Tower card is represented by Uranus, okay? Well, Tauruses, we most definitely have experienced tower moment after tower moment after tower moment. I tell people all the time, because we share that axis with Scorpio, that we experience many, M-I-N-I, deaths on a regular basis. Many of them at that, M-A-N-Y. We experience many, M-A-N-Y, many, M-I-N-I, deaths. Ego deaths, emotional deaths, physical deaths, like losing stuff, things that we really cared about, losing it, it breaks, people. It's just many, many, many deaths. But each time we experience one of those transformations, because that's all things are, that's all death is, whether it's a real physical person dying or an experience or a timeline or a shift, it's just a transformation. But each time we come back a little more evolved, which goes back to what I said earlier. We on them different paths, and each of those paths have different elevations. Where a lot of times those paths, we experienced a little mini death. And once we got ourselves together, we were elevated to the next lesson, to the next best version of ourselves, right? All right, I'm done because I could talk about this all night, but I think I've given you enough information for you to know if this vid is for you, right? So get your remote, click the ops, click them adversary energies, mute them, shut them down completely, or fast forward past them, okay? Thank y'all so much for watching. Namaste.